Welcome to Sun City in Focus, a lively look at people, places, events, and lifestyles of the original Sun City. From A to Z, put into focus today by Rich Hofer.
Welcome back to another edition of Sun City in Focus, the show that tells you what's been going on and what's coming up in the greatest active retirement community in the world. If this is your first time watching the show, a special welcome to you. And as always, I want to make sure to thank all of you that have emailed us, sent us letters and ideas for upcoming shows. We really need and appreciate your input. And with that, let's get set for another great show. Today, we're actually going to take a look back a couple of months to a few things that happened toward the end of 2021 and the beginning of 2022. We'll take a look at something that happened in mid-January as the new Grand Center held its official grand opening. We'll also take you through the center and show off the amazing array of clubs that are housed in the recreation centers of Sun City's newest property. Then, we're going to visit the holiday celebration. It's held every year at Lakeview Rec Center. If you haven't ever been to this early December gathering of the community, you're missing a lot. And you're in for a treat. And you're going to get a taste of one of the fastest growing sports anywhere in America right now. We're going to take you to enjoy pickleball. And we'll meet a special lady that's celebrating a rather momentous time in her life. But before we lace up the tennis shoes, let's find out a couple of the things that went on earlier this year. John Wood takes us on an immersive journey to two of those events in the latest edition of What's Up?
What's up, Sun City? This episode, we're going to look at several events that have happened the past several months. You may not have known about them, you may have missed them, we'll show them to you. The Grand Center just recently had its grand opening. We're going to take a tour, explore, and see what clubs have moved there. Also, we'll take a look at the Sun City Holiday Celebration. It made a comeback after a one-year hiatus for COVID. First, we're going to visit the grand opening at Grand Center. It happened earlier this year. So join us as we follow Jane, Peter, Mike, and Beverly as they explore all the cool clubs that have moved down to Grand Center.
Grand opening, wow.
Go ahead, Mike. Wow, look at this. Wow. Check this.
Well, welcome to our offices.
We went one time to your place on Del West.
Yes, on Sunland.
And we couldn't find your office. It's so well hidden. That's what we wanted.
Yes.
I'm going through it in regards to
Thank you.
Here
you go. He's with me, so I think I'll take
He's with you?
Oh, no, we don't.
Let me
We
get the emergency.
couldn't find
I'm
a
sorry.
place to find out that you didn't.
Oh, you're welcome to.
Have you done
Somebody
one of our
did call
emergency
us
cards?
once, and we referred you.
No,
Was
you
it
said
you?
it was me.
Oh,
In case
okay,
there's
we
an
referred you
emergency
guys
at
to
your
somewhere.
home, we would know how
You're
to
right.
reach
That's
either
how school
you
years
or
go,
an
so.
emergency contact.
Okay, what do you want to buy? There's all the necklaces and chains and stuff. Pretty stuff.
Well, sir, it's the Bible
Sold?
Sold. Okay.
How much?
20. You get a discount today. I'm a cheap maker. I just like it.
Working on faceting glass. There's a sample here.
Good morning. Are you serving breakfast today?
We have refreshments in our room in there.
I got a D'Angelo tree.
Oh, yeah.
Watch it on your computer. You get
I play with D'Angelo's. I put them in the refrigerator.
That's a good idea.
Oh, really good idea.
Are these plants?
Well, anyway, and then when I'm going to work, so we just have to set up some grades for the year. Set for the
That's in Washington. Statue of Liberty on the beach.
They do?
Yeah.
Or has that just been transposed, superimposed?
It's not huge, you know, but it's.
Is there really one?
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. I wonder what this is. This is cool. This is old school photography.
Lily had that.
You got yourself quite a facility here. You really do.
Certainly is.
Beautiful.
Do.
Actually, they have a whole series of film classes going on right now. And you'd be amazed what you can do yourself. Snaps.
Where are these lessons being held?
Here, in this class.
In this?
Yeah.
When?
March and April. There's there's one going on right now, and there are 4 classes during the month.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Yes, I am. Yes. Peter.
Good morning, everybody. Would you like some punch? We've got cookies and crackers and cheese. We have coffee bar over there.
I'd like to see that.
Here's the hand building.
Working people.
Actually, we're playing.
Playing.
We're playing. Yep. Somebody asked if I was playing baseball.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a good way to work out your frustration.
What are you making it?
Actually, this is a method we use to make garlic pots, but it's also the way we make cactus when you see them like in farmers market, the round ones. This is 2 of those plaster molds. You put them together. So I'm getting rid of the seam between the 2.
Oh, nice.
And mine is going to be a snail. It's not going to, it's making the head now. It's going to be a snail.
You don't see too many. Oh, we did see some snails last time it rained. They were in my driveway.
I'm just going over this mold, so I'm going to make another mold just like this.
Oh, wow.
It's very therapeutic, really.
You guys are having fun.
We are. This is the place.
This is a daily thing, or okay?
Any chance we get. It's like a bad habit.
It's called opening up the clay. I'm establishing the bottom. Still too thick.
Oh, that way you can measure.
Yeah, ideally I want it to be about that thick.
This is better stuff. Then they sell it on the down.
Come in and check out the greenhouse, folks.
What are these?
Citrus fertilizer.
Woo!
When I was growing up doing tomato plants, my neighbor said, never water in the
So we got this, the solution just comes up to about here. And then 3 times a day they come through, but
That ends up being like 3 months?
Yep. Yeah, this one here is about a month old. When we just put those tomatoes in, we'll get it figured out.
Seems to work pretty well.
And we're adding 5 to 10 gallons a day to keep these things going.
The car club. Oh yeah, you joined us.
I did. I signed up today. I got to go to a meeting at the end of the month.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Testosterone therapy will turn you around.
Michael, I can see you relaxed.
They say once you get a member, you can put your car on any of these, and they got toolboxes. Everything's free. See, everything's got a toolbox. I was thinking with the fins, it was a 57.
57 fins or
Fins are bigger, yeah.
59. Almost sure. Look at the tail.
Can you jump? An air compressor. That thing's huge.
Ready. 69. Let's take it for a ride. Is keys in it?
Light up. That's 79.
You seen that one that's over there by Domino's Pizza? Sits in the corner. I'm not a gatekeeper fan myself.
I like the sports car. I like
Route 66 car club.
Hi, folks.
Hi.
Come and see that archery range.
As long as they're not shooting any arrows, we'll come and see.
No arrows are flying right now.
Use that 20 or Bullseye. Nice shot.
This is my bow. It's an older bow. This is the manufacturer, which is PSE. PSE is just the manufacturer. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's like a 4. It's a good bow. It's an older style. You can spend $10,000 on it. How much? If you want to get an entry level bow like this one, right now it'd be around $350 or $400. This is a compound. You use a release. Actually, you're pulling with your wrist. This tightens around your wrist. This fits in like this. It locks in place. Your arrow sits here and on this wrist. You pull this back with your wrist. This is called a peep sight. This peep sight, this thing holds the peep sight from doing that. I only use one pin because I only shoot in. This bow is set up for hunting. Normally well, how much money you want to spend? And you would pull this back. This is a 30-pound bow, which means I'm pulling back 30 pounds of pressure.
Would the lady use that? Would the lady be strong enough?
It would be difficult. It would be difficult.
So there's a men's and a lady.
Yeah, women normally use a 20, 25. Some good archers, will use a 30. 30 is kind of a good standard. It's not too much. Some people get 40s. I can do this. I can do this. And once they're here, they're going, I can do this. No, I can't do this.
Well, that was our look at Grand Center's grand opening. I want to thank Jane, Peter, Mike, and Beverly for allowing us to follow them around while they checked out the Grand Center. If you'd like to check out Grand Center and all the cool clubs that are there, it's at 103rd Avenue, just south of Grand. Next, let's pop over to the holiday celebration at Lakeview. And what a better way to start off than with a visit to Santa. After telling Santa you've been good, a stop at the money tree might be a good investment.
$10? Yeah? Okay. Yeah? You want 7?
Also got the duck race.
The duck race, which utilizes 8,000 ducks over 2 races, along with the pie walk, is a longtime favorite of the holiday celebration.
Neck and neck. Orange is first. Oh no. Yes.
What a team! What a team!
Santa games, food and fun, all as part of the holiday celebration this year at the Lakeview Recreation Center. There's one last milestone you may have missed. Rowena Zink. She turned 105 last year. She had a great celebration, and she's still going strong today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rowena. Happy birthday to you.
Before we go, we thought we'd go over to the East-West Golf Maintenance Building and see how the construction's coming along. And this is what we found.
Thanks, John. That was a really neat way to learn about a couple of the more popular things going on around town. And let me tell you, there's always something new going on around town. Speaking of which, can you name the fastest growing sport in Sun City? Well, I'll clue you in. It's not golf. While the folks on the links may still have the most participants of any here in town, the fastest growing sport is actually pickleball. It's been on a rocket ship to the moon, especially since the new pickleball courts were built in 2015 at Marinette Rec Center. Our own Steve Oakes is here to give us a guided tour of this fun new way to stay active and meet some new friends.
If you're like many of us, the first time you heard the word pickleball was when you moved to Sun City. And like most of us, maybe you had no idea what pickleball was. Well, today we're going to try to tell you a little bit about what it was, how it got here, and how its popularity has grown in Sun City. The game started during the summer of 1965 on Bainbridge Island, Washington. at the home of Joel Pritchard, who later served in Congress and as a lieutenant governor. He and his two friends, Bill Bell and Barney McCollum, returned from golf and found their families bored one Saturday afternoon. They attempted to set up a badminton, but no one could find a shuttlecock. So they used a wiffle ball and a set of ping pong paddles. The game of pickleball was born, and it has grown in popularity to this day. So let's see what pickleball is all about, and then we'll check in with the Pickleball Club. The Sun City Pickleball Club was chartered in 2003 and now has around 600 members.
Something you can find us on the pickleball court. Yeah, let me introduce you to this thing called pickleball, where you use these paddles and an oversized pickleball. If you've never played, you think that pickleball is pickleball. Once you start playing, it is highly enjoyable. I just hit the winner, okay, time for a confession. Now I am really good at this, I could be a professional. I'ma bring a track like it's a highlight of phenomenal. I bet we look just like Federer and Rafael Nadal.
Hello, Sun City. I'm back with you, Steve Oakes, at the Pickleball Courts and Marionette Recreation Center. Here with me today is Dave Bro, the Pickleball President.
I was a racquetball player, and a friend of mine's wife got into pickleball, and they said, come on over, you're going to really like it. At first, I was hesitant. I got into it, and guess what I let go? Racquetball. I now play just pickleball.
Why is pickleball popular in Sun City, Dave?
Well, it's first of all, let me say that there's courts everywhere, almost in the entire United States. Sun City has 20 courts available right here at Marinette, another 7 down at Mountain View. So almost any time you want to play, there's courts available. The balls are always supplied and always here. Most of us are friendly, of course, and you can pick up a game easily.
Dave, what do we need to play pickleball? Is there certain materials or items or paddles that we need?
Well, actually, you can come here anytime. We always have paddles available at the desk. So if you wanted to try out a different paddle, you could even try out one each day of the week. The balls are always here, as we said, and the courts are available from 6 in the morning to 9 at night.
What are the benefits of playing pickleball?
Well, a lot of us here, especially in Sun City, need to get out there and get some fresh air, a little activity, keep our heartbeat going a little bit, and not be so serious all the time. This is a very fun social activity. We can do it at different levels, from the beginner to the casual to the competitive. So it offers you an opportunity to get out and meet other people and just socialize, getting recreated, some kind of recreation.
Great, and I think we're going to get to see a little of that when we see Evelyn introduce the round robin social play.
Yeah, that's one of our most successful activities, the round robins.
How many of you get out of bed in the morning and say, yes, I get to go play pickleball today? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's an addiction. I'm going over my normal rules, which is, please be here early, at least 15 minutes. If you can't get signed in on the sheet that you prefer to play, then you need to come a little bit earlier than you did, right? We do our best to get it going and keep it even. Today we're going to have one bye for all of the group, and we've got like 48 people, so one bye. Always, I love this group because y'all are here for just a good time and a lot of fun. So keep that in mind when you're playing. If you see a ball and you're not sure if it's in or out, if you don't know, call it in, right? That's the rule. If you and your partner disagree, it's in. So be generous. Hopefully the other team reciprocates with the same generous calls.
Do you have to join the club to play pickleball here in Sun City, Dave?
Absolutely not. One of the benefits of all the activities would be to be a member of the club. The courts are available every day. There's always 4 courts available for individuals to come and play, whether you have a twosome or a foursome. The club activities, though, start around 7 o'clock in the morning and go to 2. We have some reserved courts, but there's always available courts for anyone in Sun City that's a member of the RCSC.
So you say there's lessons, therefore if I'm new, I have a way to learn and improve.
Yes, as a matter of fact, Dan Haberman is going to talk about that. We have introductory lessons followed up by all kinds of different skill levels that you can take part in each week.
I'm with Dan Haberman, who is the incoming president for Sun City Pickleball Club. Dan has been giving lessons to the Pickleball Club members for a few years now, Dan?
Oh, probably a little longer than that, actually, maybe about 3 or 4 years.
And Dan also does the intro to pickleball. So we're going to talk about intro to pickleball with Dan today.
Great.
Dan, can anyone learn pickleball?
Sure, it's an easy sport to learn. You don't need to have a whole lot of physical ability or anything. You don't have to be in great shape. Just got to have a little bit of mobility, be able to move around a little bit. And yeah, just about anybody can learn the sport.
For an intro lesson, Dan, what do I really need to come prepared with?
Don't need to bring anything. Our club provides everything you need. You do need to be an RCSC member, but that's all you need. You need a pair of tennis shoes, but the paddle and the balls we supply for the intro class. So you can show up with a pair of tennis shoes and you're ready to go.
Do I, as a novice, need any special skills?
Not really. I mean, a little hand-eye coordination is good, but you don't need to have played any other sport in particular. There's no cost for these lessons. In fact, there are no costs for any of our lessons we give. If you decide to join the Sun City Pickleball Club, the lessons are all included in that. In order to join our club, it's $15, and it's well worth it because these balls are all provided. They can get a little pricey. The lessons that we provide are all part of that $15, and in addition to other activities that we provide. Welcome to the Introduction to Pickleball. Glad you're all here. First thing we're going to talk about today is how to hold the paddle. So, Mike, when I shake your hand, that's exactly how I want you to hold the paddle, just like you shake somebody's hand. Wow. Some of us put a finger up here, but you don't have to. You can either hold it like that or like this, whichever is your preference. The first thing we're going to do today is we're going to take a ball and just try and bounce it up in front of us. Okay, there are only 2 really important safety issues with pickleball. Number 1, never run backwards. When you run backwards, that's how you can fall and really hurt yourself. That's the first thing. Second, as you notice, we've got different courts. Sometimes the ball from that court will roll onto this court. If that happens, those people are going to holler ball. When they holler ball, you quit playing, and that keeps people from stepping on the balls. Same way when we're playing, if our ball rolls onto that court, we holler ball, and they quit playing. That's just part of the 2 most important safety aspects to pickleball.
Thanks for joining us for this version of Sun City in Focus, learning a little bit about pickleball. But the best way to learn about pickleball, come out and join the Sun City Pickleball Club, or at least come and try an introductory lesson. If you don't think you can do it, well, here's an example. Here's John Woods to demonstrate how easy this game really is.
Thanks, Steve. That certainly looks like a lot of fun, and it's easy to see why they call it ping pong on steroids. On behalf of all of us at Sun City in Focus, congratulations, Rowena, on making it past 105 years. Quite an accomplishment, don't you think? Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Sun City in Focus. You know, if you have an idea of something that you'd like to see us feature, we'd love to hear from you. All you need to do is email us at the address at the bottom of the screen. And we're always interested in sharing with you some of the great people that live here in Sun City, as we've done in the past. So, if you know someone that has done something special in their lives, whether it was something in their career, maybe a hobby they have, or they're just a really neat person to talk to, we'd also love to meet them and find out more about them. You can also send your recommendations to us at the same email address. And if you'd like to help out with the production of one of these shows, hey, I'll tell you what, we'd love to have you on board. All you have to do is email us. Let us know you're interested, even if you're camera shy. We have plenty of jobs out there for you to help with. We are all volunteers, and we all love what we do. And with that, for John Wood, Steve Oakes, the entire Sun City in Focus Committee, and our crew, I'm Rich Hofer, hoping to see you next time on another edition of Sun City in Focus.
This show was produced by volunteer members from the RCSC Sun City in Focus Committee for the entertainment and enjoyment of current and prospective residents of Sun City, Arizona. Anyone wishing to join the committee and participate in the production of future episodes of this program may contact the RCSC Board of Directors office at 623-561-4600 or email boardoffice@suncityaz.org.